Dricus Du Plessis may very well be the future of the UFC, and here's what I mean. At the current moment in time, the most talked about division in the UFC is probably the middleweight division. When Sean Strickland pulled off one of the biggest upsets in UFC history by beating Israel Adesanya at UFC 293, Sean Strickland literally became an overnight sensation. He went from a fighter who had a small niche fan base to one of the most popular fighters in the UFC. Now, we're going to talk about Sean Strickland for just a few more seconds, but I promise you it all comes back to Dricus Du Plessis. It all goes full circle, so just hang on. And Sean Strickland's popularity since he became champ has only continued to grow. And it's mainly thanks to his constant posting on social media.
Motherfucker, she wrote a book on how to be a wag. I didn't know what a wag was until now, dude. This shit ain't right, dude. She's a succubus.
As well as his viral interview clips with people like, once again, Nina Drama.
Why are you crying?
I would love to. He would be so nice. Just want him dead.
That's so fucking crazy. What the fuck?
Now, I'm a huge fan of Sean Strickland, and I was even before he won the title from Israel Adesanya. If you were a fan of Sean Strickland before, you knew that nobody thought he was going to beat Izzy. They thought Sean Strickland was a journeyman who got a lucky title shot. But Sean Strickland proved everybody wrong and went out there and beat Israel Adesanya for 5 straight rounds, one of the greatest strikers the UFC has ever seen. However, on January 20th at UFC 297, I think Dricus Du Plessis is going to beat Sean Strickland. And when Dricus beats Sean Strickland, I think he will take a lot of Sean's popularity away, his momentum away, and some of his fans away. The same way Israel Adesanya took away some of Robert Whittaker's popularity when he beat him, the same way Alex Pereira took away some of Israel Adesanya's popularity when he beat him, the same way Israel Adesanya then took away some of Alex Pereira's popularity when they fought each other again, and the same way Sean Strickland took away some of Israel Adesanya's popularity when he fought him. And with all the buzz and drama surrounding this fight, whether it be the trash talking that happened at the seasonal press conference between Dricus and Strickland.
Bro, you think your dad beat the shit up you? Your dad doesn't have shit on me. I'm gonna show you what it's like to beat you. I mean, every childhood memory you have is gonna come back when I'm in there with you. Every single one, the one where you lie in bed at night where your dad comes in and he beats the shit out of you.
I will take your fucking soul. You understand me, you fucking pussy? Yeah, you laugh, you
Yeah, oh, I got a nerve. I see I hit a nerve there.
Yeah, you did hit a nerve, you bitch. Go.
Or whether it be the heated face-off that happened at that very same press conference. Or whether it be Sean Strickland doing his best Khabib Nurmagomedov impression, jumping into the crowd and swinging on Dricus Du Plessis.
Oh, and
wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. Out of nowhere. That's...
And yes, there may even have been some rumors that Sean Strickland tried to bite Dricus' ear off like Mike Tyson.
There were some guys there that tried to break up the fight, and I was just like, man, this guy was just insulting jiu-jitsu. Let it go. Let it go. Like, if you're trying to break that up, like, let's just let it happen.
Yeah.
But allegedly, during this scramble, they're obviously holding Strickland's arm. Dricus ends up on top. I swear to God, this motherfucker went for a Mike Tyson ear bite. He's like, just fucking tries to bite his ear as they get separated. And like, in the moment, I was like, am I imagining this? And then I've tried to find footage since, and I can't see it. Yeah. I can't see it clearly. Yeah. But from the angle I was standing, I was like, I swear this motherfucker just tried to bite him.
So, with all the drama and hype surrounding this fight, with all the popularity that Sean Strickland has, if Dricus Du Plessis can win next month at UFC 297, he will become a superstar. He will become more popular than he has ever been before. If Dricus wins, he gets to steal all Strickland's thunder, all Strickland's momentum, and some of his fans. And on top of that, Dricus will be able to be champion of the most talked about division in the UFC at this current moment in time, which is the middleweight division. Dricus will be able to set himself up in a super fight against Israel Adesanya, a fight that was talked about quite a bit in 2023, but never happened, unfortunately. If Dricus wins against Strickland, no matter what happens next, he will be one of the most popular fighters in the UFC. The last time I saw this much drama and hype surrounding a fight, it was when Khabib fought Conor McGregor. And I think Dricus is going to win for a few reasons. Now, whether you love or hate the guy, you have to admit he has an impressive record. A record of 20 wins and 2 losses. He also has a 95% finish rate, which is really high for any fighter. Now, since the first time I seen Dricus Du Plessis fight, I have been a fan. Every time I watch the dude, he puts on an absolute clinic of a fight, and he usually puts his opponent away. He is a very fun fighter to watch because he is just so damn dominant. He can strike, he can wrestle, the man can literally do it all. When Dricus Du Plessis put away Robert Whittaker in the fashion that he did, that is when I realized that Dricus Du Plessis was a complete fighter, and a lot better than most people are giving him credit for. If you've seen the fight, you know that Dricus Du Plessis dominated Robert Whittaker in every sense of the word. And if you've been watching the UFC long enough, you know that nobody does that to Robert Whittaker. The only person to ever be able to do that was the former champion, Israel Adesanya. I like Sean Strickland, and like I said earlier, I was a fan of his even before he became popular. And I think he's a good fighter, but what I'm about to say might upset some of you. But keep in mind, that is not my intention. I think Dricus Du Plessis beats Strickland 10 out of 10 times. Now, I'm going to kind of repeat something that Dricus said at the UFC seasonal press conference. Sean Strickland's win over Israel Adesanya was a fluke. Sean Strickland fought the worst version of Israel Adesanya that we had ever seen. And I think that made Sean look like a much better fighter than he actually is. And I think when Dricus and Sean Strickland step in the octagon to fight each other, I think Dricus is going to absolutely dismantle Sean Strickland. And I think it is going to be one of the most lopsided fights we have seen in UFC history when it comes to championship fights. I think people at the end of the night are going to be scratching their head and asking themselves, how did Sean Strickland even become champion? If Dricus Du Plessis can beat Sean Strickland, he will instantly become a superstar. He will also become champion of what is currently the most talked about division in the UFC. He will get to steal a lot of the spotlight, fame, and glory from Sean Strickland. And as per usual, when somebody new becomes champion, you will have the fan wagon coming, where they talk about how they always loved that fighter, and how the other fighter is bad and terrible and was never good. Dricus also gets to set himself up for that super fight with Israel Adesanya. And on top of that, when I look at the middleweight division, I don't see anybody who is going to be taking anything from Dricus if he becomes champion. Not even Adesanya. And with all the drama surrounding this division, whether it be the drama between Dricus and Strickland, whether it be the drama between Dricus and Adesanya, whether it be the drama between Strickland and Adesanya, we all know that drama sells fights whether we like it or not. And drama equals a lot of popularity for the guy who wins that fight. And if Dricus can beat Sean Strickland, and I do think he will, the world will literally be his oyster. Whoever wins this fight is going to be the future of the middleweight division. And the middleweight division has always been one of the more popular divisions in the UFC. But what do you guys think? Is Dricus Du Plessis going to become the UFC's next superstar? Or is Sean Strickland going to be able to successfully defend his title and become even more popular than he is now? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you guys have any ideas for future videos, ideas on how I can improve these videos, anything like questions, comments, or concerns, leave those down below as well. If you did enjoy the video, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help the channel grow. Now, some of you may not agree with what I said in this video, and that's perfectly fine. That's why we have talks, discussions, and debates. I could be wrong, and in 1 month I will be eating my words. And if I am eating my words in 1 month, and if Sean Strickland does beat Dricus, I will come back to this video and say I am sorry in the comment section. I was wrong. However, I think there is one thing we can all agree on, and that's Sean Strickland is way cuter than Dricus Du Plessis.